If it cuts off, that means you got the wrong memory card.
Why you didn't do that?
Oh, okay.
Are y'all ready?
Yep, we're ready.
We need to pray.
Okay, here we go. Five, four, three, two.
And good evening. You're tuning into Mocha Chocolate TV and Radio on intellectualradio.com, your iHeartRadio station. I am here by myself. Alvin is not here. I think that he will be here a little bit later on. But we're going to kick off our youth empowerment show that we do every last Sunday out of the month. And today in the studio, it is Girls Night Out. I want to hear y'all make some noise. Woo! We are in the studio with our lovely ladies, cover girls. Colored girls are cover girls. There you go. Colored girls are cover girls. And I've invited these wonderful young ladies in honor of Mama Brenda. Mama Brenda was a guest on the show, and she also hosted my first ever open mic, so this is a tribute to her legacy. She mentored these girls, these young, beautiful young women. They are poets, they are artists, and we want to have them perform and talk about her legacy and how they are going to continue to inspire young women in order to walk in their destiny. So, to my left, I have Carmen. Why don't you introduce yourself, Carmen, and what you do for the organization?
Hi, I'm Carmen Jones. I was a co-instructor with Mama Brenda for about 6 years, so now I'm the director of the program, continuing the legacy as we had planned prior to the recent passing of her.
Mm-hmm. And tell us how has it been with her gone in the natural body, but her spirit lives on within the organization and these young ladies.
Knowing Mama Brenda and knowing that she has planted so many seeds in so many young ladies, and coming back for this spring semester, and we have some returning ladies come, as they spit their poetry, as they share their experiences and everything, you can kind of hear the voice, her spirit go through them, because they inspire and they encourage other young ladies in the program, those who did not have an opportunity to meet her. Mm-hmm. But as we continue to speak about her and show images and show videos, and we just did a tribute for her April 1st, and wow, it was powerful. It was powerful. But those who did not get a chance to meet her had a very clear idea of who she was, and they wanted to get to know more about her.
So her legacy lives on through these girls. And I'm going to have you introduce these young ladies since you know them oh so well, and I will mess up their names. Oh yeah, please, honey.
I do not know. I don't identify them through their poetry name, but I know their government name. So I hope y'all don't have any more. So I have Mia Whitehead to my left, and to her left is Janella Scher. Behind me is Alana Davis, and behind me is Naja Elam.
Did I pronounce it right? It's Elam, but it's okay.
Elam.
She didn't even pronounce that name.
That shows that I'm human and that we are all flawed.
Right. And we're going to be passing the mics. Oh, you guys have a mic back there. Awesome. So we're going to talk to these two young ladies that are in the front. Make sure that you have your mic on. So I want to talk to you. Young ladies, on why you decided to join this organization and what Mama Brenda meant to you.
Okay, I'll go first. I decided to join the organization because I'm one who likes to speak up for other colored girls. So it was more so about empowering girls around me, especially in the environment that I'm in. It's less colored girls than anything else, and I seen that, with me being a colored girl, a lot of the things that were going on in society were downing me rather than picking me up. Mm-hmm. So I decided to join to help empower myself, and once I got empowerment, then I will pass it along. So it was like a ever-going chain for me, is what I wanted to do. Awesome. And as far as Mama Brenda went, when I came in, my confidence level was non-existent. I was a plus size girl who didn't want to be seen. You couldn't put me in front of a camera. I didn't want none of it. And Mama Brenda told me the only way to succeed and have success is to become comfortable in yourself and to love yourself, or else nobody else will take you seriously. And so Mama Brenda pretty much built up the confidence in me that I needed to become who I am today.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, so I met Mama Brenda, just like starting with Mama Brenda. I met her when I was in 7th grade, so about 4 or 5 years ago. And Mama Brenda, she was just always really, she's just like this really prominent figure for me. And when I joined Color Girls, it was just instantly, it was just like, I didn't call her Mama Brenda. I was just like, Mom, don't mess with me, Mom. Like, she would always get on me, just like my mom would. And it's
Right.
like she didn't take anything less than what she knew I was capable of. And whenever I needed her, she was just always that backbone that I could always call on. It's just like, that's just what she's been for me. And through Color Girls, she's just helped me explore different ways to tell the story. You don't always have to be so matter of fact, and you don't always have to be so angry. You can show a different side of you. You can show who you really are. And so that's what I've been doing in Color Girls, trying to find a different part of me that I can tell, a different part of my story to tell.
Awesome. Next young lady.
I met Mama Brenda when I was 14. I'm 20 now, so that was 2009, I believe. I met her at a Christian women's conference, and she was part of the reason that I accepted Christ. And she, ever since then, she was a very influential person in my life. In 2011 is when I joined Color Girls. And there she taught me how to, when my heart bleeds, I'm supposed to make my pen bleed instead of trying to make other people bleed. So, and then I carry that with me. And I ever since she taught me that, I do poetry at school. And she just taught me that I'm more than what I grew up with. I'm more than what people tell me that I am.
I think in the back should stand up.
Okay.
Oh, stand up.
I'll stand up. It's your Christmas speech. Just like Alana, I met Mama Brenda as well, but when she met her when she was 14, I actually met her when I was 5. I was an ingenue at the Christian conference as well. She's just someone who came every year, looks forward to seeing her, always spoke poetry. The same piece, it was the same piece, somebody better say something, but it was also other pieces as well, so she was it was I couldn't wait, I can't wait to see Mama Brenda, so I went on to high school, and she got in contact with me. She was like, hey, I'm having a program, and it was called Color Girls, and I was like, oh, of course, she was like, come meet me in Marshall, we're gonna come in, there's gonna be a lot of us, or whatever, and just like she said, I was terrified. I couldn't write, I was scared, I was intimidated because it was a lot of girls who knew others that I didn't know. I came in knowing about 2 or 3 people, but my confidence was shot. And to this day, I could not write a full poem, but she tells me, even if you can't do that, just, even if I give you something, make it like it's your own, tweak it your way, or just don't be afraid to even write something. You don't even have to flow. She was like, just write to express how you feel, just write it on this paper and get it going. So that's what I'll forever remember her for. So yeah.
Awesome. Yes, Mama Brenda. I tell the story of how I met Mama Brenda. I think I was at 3 p.m. by Momentum. And, I was new to the poetry scene. I'm really new to the poetry scene. I hadn't been in the poetry scene. So I'm like, who is this lady? You know what I mean? She's like the Maya Angelou of Chicago. You know what I mean? Oh my God. And me, I'm always trying to do little things. I'm like, I don't know anybody. I'm going to host the poetry set. So who do I go to? I went to Mama Brenda. I'm like, you don't know me like that, but can you please be on my radio show? And can you please host my poetry set? And she did. And she didn't ask me for any money. I did give her a little something. But she was just so loving and so giving. And she encouraged me to get out there and, do poetry and sing as well. She was just so loving and just gave herself. And I promised her that I would do something with the girls. And I'm holding on to my promise. And I know that she's looking down on you guys and encouraging you guys to continue the journey. We're not gonna cry. We're not gonna. So we're gonna be in upbeat spirits because she was a beautiful and upbeat woman. So I'm gonna have the young lady come in to motion her in, if she, because I don't want her standing out there in the cold. Oh wait, she's not paying attention. We didn't want her to be standing out there in the cold, so she can pull up a chair in the back as we continue the conversation. So being a young lady nowadays in 2015, what are some of the challenges that you all go through and how you're kind of using this organization to apply with your mentors and teaching you in order to combat those negative things that's happening in 2015?
Looking at me to go first. So, for me, it's hard to be a lady in 2015.
Yeah.
I mean, like for my bio on Instagram, it's pretty much like I'm just trying to be a good, Christian woman in a world full of bad bees. That's what the world is full of now. So
Other word known as heathens.
So it's definitely like you have to challenge yourself to live above what everyone else is. So you have to hold yourself to a certain standard or else you'll fall in the cracks. So like as my mom always told me, you either believe in something or you'll fall for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely a challenge that as a young lady you have in 2015.
Yeah, we don't have to go in particular order. That's fine.
Okay, so for me, just in addition to that, I feel like it's trying to be unique in a world full of people who also feel they're unique. It's like you have to stand out in the midst of people who are also trying to stand out for whatever reason. Like you have to be your own person, and it's like, as cliche as it is to say peer pressure really gets to people, but it's like when you see everybody you used to hang out with, they're going towards a different way. And it's like then you find it's like you and maybe one other person you used to talk to, and it's just you lose people you thought you were close with along the way.
Right.
And so as far as being female in this society, it's like I always feel the need to defend myself against something. Like it's not okay when someone you see after a while automatically has this perception of you because you in this part of the town, so you must be doing this and you must be doing that. And no one knows about the productive stuff. Everyone only knows about the bad things. Everyone only knows the pregnancy rate. Everyone only knows the STD rate, but no one knows the graduation rate, and no one knows the positive things. And so I feel like as a woman, you just always have to defend yourself against these preconceptions of you that sometimes are 100% wrong, and it's offensive in the least.
And that's why you brought up a good point. That's why I started Mocha Chocolate TV and radio, because there are not enough images of us that are positive. And it's up to someone's taking a stand and taking